It's hard, because in media, always the hot take or always the negative take is going to get a lot of clicks. And I'm
Hmm.
someone that tries to stay away from that because I think like the players already have so many critics coming at them, so many people in their
Hmm.
ear telling them what they're doing wrong. So I think if I could use my platform to help build them up or help like take a positive look, that's what I try to strive for. So I mean, that's always difficult too, because then you have people in the comments like just trying to rip whatever subject you're talking about down.
Hmm.
But yeah, I think it just takes just taking those extra like 20-30 minutes to really think about the approach you're going to take. I think that goes a long way for myself.
I think exactly what you just said is exactly what you show on your page.
Thank you.
I just want somebody to talk Dodgers to me. Welcome back to Talk Dodgers to Me. I'm Melissa Meyer.
And I'm Jacqueline Ruiz.
And we are so excited to have Noel Sanchez on the podcast today.
Noise by Noel.
If you don't already know him and follow him, go follow him now. He works for Dodgers Nation and has his own account, Noise by Noel. And we've gotten to know him through this Dodger community and love everything he does.
Yeah.
I love the stories that he chooses to tell. And he's been nothing but supportive of Talk Dodgers to me since I met him. And I just appreciate that so much. Always sending sweet notes and encouraging messages. And I mean, what's better than that?
I know. I'm really excited to hear his journey of how he's continuing his momentum because he's killing it.
I know. I can't wait to hear everything, like the day to day of what it's like working there, how they put out they put out so much content, like a million posts per day.
Too. I know it's going to be fun to just have someone talk Dodgers to us, someone who's like really in the mix.
Talk Dodgers to me. All right. So here is our conversation with Noel Sanchez. Enjoy.
Remember back in the day when like the vendors when you walked out of a game and they just had the coolest stuff. Remember when like Straight Outta Compton came out?
Yeah.
So they had these shirts. Like I feel like they always kind of like when it was like Manny Wood, they had like Mariachi Loco shirts, and it was like
Mm,
$10. You could throw someone a 20 and you'd have the coolest merch. I'd get an extra large and a medium so that like me and my mom could share, my dad could have it.
that's awesome.
And they just don't do it anymore. Or it's like $40 for a shirt. I was like, I might as well just go in there because it's not really the best quality, but it's like
Hmm.
always just little shirts
That's a
that
fun one. I haven't
yeah,
seen it before.
I've had it for years.
You just said something about mariachi. Guys, I wonder how Joe Kelly's pitching sesh went.
He hasn't had it yet.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did?
Wait, Noel, were you there?
So I don't know if he had it just yet, but
Yeah, I don't think he had it.
I did see
Oh,
he was saying that he wants to like play in like a men's league so that way he could condition himself. Did you guys see that too?
Yeah,
He said
yeah.
on a
He
pod.
was saying he wants to play for the worst like men's team in one of the leagues so he can pitch
Yeah.
for them.
oh, that's fun.
Yeah, but he said he's been practicing and he's gotten up to I think 95 or
Yeah.
something. And
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
he's not fully happy with it, but his
Oh,
goal
okay.
is to be ready for the tryout or for the workout.
Oh, yeah. I
Hmm.
thought he had it already, but I guess not. Mm.
Yeah, hopefully soon. And then, hopefully it goes well and he's back.
I mean, I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
There's just, I mean, I guess we don't necessarily, I mean, we need him, obviously, but like,
Hmm.
there's just this, I just want him. I just want him to be part of the team. I just like,
Well, he's like Kike. He doesn't have to be like the best on the team. We
Yeah.
just love him.
yeah.
No, yeah, it's the vibes. The vibes are half of it
Do
with
you
the plays.
remember the last time he came back to the Dodgers when he walked out of the bullpen, how loud Dodger Stadium was?
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
going crazy.
I know. That's my point is I just feel like we need the fire.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with like everything the team's dealt with. It's good to bring like that intensity and the history he has with the team. It's a good time to bring him back.
Can they please bring him back before the next Padre game?
Oh my, just for the Padres
It's
series, if
Yeah.
anything.
oh my
Honestly, just for
gosh.
that game. Like, I just want to
Yeah.
see what he does in that game.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be really
He'll
fun.
be the
Mhm.
enforcer.
Well, we've already been chatting away, but we are so excited today to welcome Noel Sanchez to Talk Dodgers to me.
Yes. Honestly, we met at a Legends Addict event And we've kind of just been able to like follow each other's journey a little. But, we're really excited to hear about how you even got to the point of when we met you. And
I feel like I
we're,
have to tell the story of meeting you because I was just telling Jacqueline, and it was like one of those moments where for me, I hadn't talked to anyone in the Dodger world about what I was doing. I was just like, I started last April and just kept going week to week and just saying to myself, I'm going to put out one episode a week. I'm going to post one video a day. And I stayed consistent throughout the whole season, but hadn't really met anyone in the Dodger world until I called Legends Attic and met all of them. So then when Adam came up to me and was like, someone from Dodgers Nation is here and wants to say hi, I'm like, they know who I am. And then you were so sweet and told me how much you guys loved what we were doing and the social media and everything. And I just couldn't have appreciated it anymore. So thank you for kind of like pumping me up in that moment and for the biggest interview I had ever done, which was co-hosting with Oral Hershiser, interviewing Miggy Rowe. So that
yeah.
day was just amazing.
Yeah, like I remember too, like it was everybody was still riding the championship high. I remember Miggy Rowe just looked like the coolest dude ever with his puffer, and he had like still the blonde
Yes.
hair at the time. And yeah, no, I remember who was it that I want to say it was Eddie that told me that you guys were filming the podcast inside. And he had told me it was Talk Dodgers to me, and I was like, "Oh, I know Talk Dodgers to me. I know Melissa." I was like, I would watch you guys, all the time on social media. I watch a lot of reels, so your reels would always come up. I always enjoyed them. And I remember I was like, yeah, like I would love to say hello whenever, she has a minute, whenever she's done, because we were waiting for Maggie to come out and sign. And then I remember when I went into it's like the connecting room into the
Yep.
podcast room. I remember that's when I saw Jacqueline. And then Jacqueline like yelled at you and she was like, Dodger Nation is in the house. Really loud. It was so funny. But
Man,
no,
I
that
don't
day,
even remember doing that, but it seems like me.
I
that's
know.
that's how I knew Jacqueline was a real one too, because she was just like hyping you up. Like she was right there watching the
Yes.
whole podcast. And then when I
But
came
that
in, she just made
that
sure
is
to like tell you right
exactly
away.
how she is. And she just came that day we had started to become friends. She had let me wear one of her dresses on the podcast and showed up at that event just to support me. And that really was like a moment with her that I'm like, this girl
Yeah.
is amazing and real. And we just like our friendship just started really like
Well, and
flying
you
after
said it
that.
right. Like everyone was kind of chasing that high and just wanted to be around our people. Like, what do you mean we're just not going to be around all our Dodger fans all the time? We can't just stop talking about it now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you kind of craved the whole vibe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was such a fun day. Oh my gosh.
No, I
Yeah.
remember. I remember at the end too. I remember I talked to Miggy a little bit after because I think because there was so much people they wanted to get him out, and
Hmm.
I know that other events that I've been to, even at Legends Attic, they've stuck around a little longer. But I think he just wanted to give the speech and then bounce. But I remember I talked to him a little bit like about the fit he was wearing and just the like how he was enjoying everything. And he had told me that he wanted to make it a point to like come and enjoy it with the fans after the parade too, because he said the parade was so special, but that he was gonna like take any opportunity he could before he took his off-season break with his family to come and give back to the fans. And I remember there was like little kids coming up to him and he was like kind of like messing them. Like he would act like he was gonna fist bump it and then like move his hand. And he was like telling them what it takes to kind of go to the next level as a young baseball player.
Hmm.
And I mean it's crazy because like watching these dudes on TV or watching these guys at the stadium, you look at them like these bigger than life figures, but then when you're up close, especially you guys, being able to talk to them on a human level, you realize that, they're human just like us. They
Hmm.
Hmm.
ask questions just like us. They get impressed by what we do, by what other people in the world do, just like we get impressed by what they do.
Yeah.
So I really loved being able to cover all of those and like being able to meet you guys there. I think it's a cool place for all of the Dodgers, like not just fan base, but also like the media community to come together and connect.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I know. I've been so impressed with like Miggy Rowe and them. And, it's really funny and like kind of humbling because sometimes, like, I mean, I was a born and raised Dodger fan. So for so long, it's like these like huge, massive men. And now it's like they're either my age or way younger,
Yeah.
but I'm always so impressed by I think our organization does a good job too at really helping mold these guys at more than just athletes and really just like as the full package of what their potential can be, which is awesome.
Hmm.
So I'm always I'm like in awe of that, of like, wow, they're just their presence.
Yeah. I'm also so in awe of Miggy really embracing kind of just, he knows he wants to be a manager one day. And he's showing exactly why he's going to be a great manager one day with everything he does for our team, which I
Hmm.
love. But anyway, let's talk about you.
Let's do it.
Okay, so where are you from? How'd you become a Dodger fan? Tell us.
So I'm from Montebello, California, which is about 15, 20 minutes away from Dodger Stadium with no traffic. So like I remember like as a kid, all of my family was always Dodgers and Lakers and USC too, but it was mainly Dodgers and Lakers in my household. And we used to do these big trips to Dodger Stadium. I remember it was like me and all like my friends and their families who I played sports with. We would buy like 30, 40 tickets to the right field pavilion where they had the all you can eat. And
Mm-hmm.
then we would take the metro from East LA and we would take it to Dodger Stadium as like a massive group. And we'd walk in, we'd be taking over like a bunch of benches in the right field. And I remember seeing Puig in the outfield. We'd always be yelling at him. We'd be trying to catch any home run balls that we could. But yeah, I mean, I grew up with like Matt Kemp. I grew up with, young Kersh dominating, Andre Ethier. Then we go into the age of Bellinger, Seager. And I
Hmm.
was very fortunate because I think as I was growing and as I was watching more and more baseball, that's when they started really building the winning foundation.
Hmm.
And to pairing the Dodgers with, the Lakers, with Kobe, Pau Gasol, winning those titles. And then, you have like the Lonzo Ball era and all them. I was just
You're
a
like
big,
giving me chills right now, not to interrupt you, but
no
like, I mean,
worries.
it's just part of being born and raised here. It's like you're just
Yeah.
speaking almost my same childhood. I mean, I
Yeah.
know you're a little younger, so the start of my baseball teams are a little bit, I mean, before, just the Matt Kemps and the
Yeah.
stuff like that. But, yeah, riding these highs of like sometimes I'm like, Kobe at Dodger Stadium. Like it just gives me
Yeah.
chills. And it's like that whole energy of just what we had in the city. So yeah, I get it. It's just we're
Yeah.
lucky.
No, 100%, 100%. And just any opportunity I got to go to any games and experience it in person, it was, everybody that lives in LA now knows like Laker games are a little more expensive, so they're hard to go to. But I feel like if you're in LA, going to a Dodger game is a must at this point. Like it's
Hmm.
something that you cannot miss. And that's why you see the audience bigger than it ever has been. So, I mean, I just think in my household, we always grew up wearing Dodger blue, repping Dodger blue, going to games as a family, going to games as a big friend group, and it was just always there for me. And finally, when they got the job done in 2020, it was amazing, even though it was in unforeseen circumstances. And then running it back last year, it was just a full circle moment for I think myself and everybody in the city.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So you come from a family where you got your love of the Dodgers. Did you always know you wanted to work in sports?
Yeah, so I grew up playing basketball, so naturally I wanted to be like a professional basketball player. But
Hmm.
like they always
Okay.
say though, that there's like that one year where you stop growing and you realize you're not gonna make it all the way. So I always did want to stay in sports. I remember like I would be in class and instead of like doing my work, I would be on like MSN or like on Sports Illustrated, just reading articles, just taking in a lot of information. And yeah, I was going into college. I was looking at different media programs and I keyed in on studying journalism because I always really enjoyed writing and I really love sports. So I figured that, there's a way to combine both of them. So yeah, I always took like AP, like English classes throughout high school, just trying to, better my vocabulary, better my way of writing, connecting with people. And then I went to school at Cal Poly Pomona, wrote for the newspaper. My last year, I was able to run the social media account for the newspaper and get some experience on that and learning how to grow social media accounts and learning how to kind of go on this flywheel of not just writing articles, but also telling stories through video, doing
Hmm.
interviews with athletes throughout the school. And I think that just set me up really, really well. And I was pretty much able to stay on this consistent path of seeing what opportunities were out there. And then now having the
Yeah.
blessing to be able to cover a team like the Dodgers.
So you created Noise by Noel, and that's your platform. And so when did Dodger Nation contact you, or how did that journey go?
So it's a funny story. I was like my friends and like family members trip out when I tell them, but when I was in college, I was working at Chick-fil-A right by my house out here in like Montebello,
Okay.
Monterey Park, and I was working in the kitchen, and it was a really like humbling first job because it's just a lot of physical work, a lot of grinds. Chick-fil-A gets super busy, but while I was there on the side, that's when I created Noise by Noel. And I just wanted like a digital media platform where I didn't have any restrictions. I loved writing for my school, but of course, there are certain restrictions. You have to go through editors, you have to go through, people in chief. So there's just certain rules in place, and I just wanted to be able to create my content the way I wanted to on my
Mm-hmm.
own. So I created it there, and I remember when I first made it, I just got a lot of really, really good support from my friends, from my coworkers at Chick-fil-A. And yeah, I just started making videos at home. I would go to different spots like outside of at the time it was still Staples Center and Crypto.com Arena, and I
It
would
will
do like
always
Ever be
be.
Staples Center. Yeah,
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 oh man, yeah, it does not
yeah.
hit the same. I would do public interviews like outside, like talking to fans, funny questions, and just getting my reps in. And then the owner of my Chick-fil-A, he knew that I was really passionate about sports journalism. He had been following like my growth, and he actually connected me with the owner of Dodgers Nation. Somehow,
Wow.
some way, yeah, super small world. He said that he knew a contact, so he told me that he could get me like a little sit down with him, kind of tell him about myself and see if there were any opportunities. And when I went over to meet with him, his name's Gary Lee, the current owner of Dodger Nation. It was hard because it's like a whole new world that I'm stepping into. Obviously, I don't have
Hmm.
the most experience, but it was good learning about what they were doing. And I remember telling him that I saw that he had something really special there, and that if he let me be a part of it, I promised I would be his hardest worker, and I would just do anything I could to be able to pull my weight and get somewhere in the team. So he offered me an associate writer position at first. So I started off as a writer at Dodgers Nation, and then about 10 months in, our social media manager and producer, he left for ESPN. He got a full-time job there. So then my boss pulled me aside and he was like, hey, he's like, instead of looking elsewhere, he's like, I was kind of wondering if you wanted to try out the social media side. I know you have some
Mm.
experience. And he's like, I believe that you'll be able to do it. So I took over the social media responsibilities for Dodgers Nation right before they lost in 2023 to the Diamondbacks.
Wow. Oh,
So
Oh
yeah,
gosh.
not the most heartwarming at times, but I was able to build up a lot of experience. And then by the time Shohei and Yamamoto signed, I was in a really good spot. And then from there, we were able to take off.
so like when you were a
Wow.
writer, so when you go to your website and you go to all the articles, like you're helping kind of facilitate those. Are you, getting sources and things like that? Because, the one thing we say is you guys pump out things so
Mm-hmm.
quickly and
Mm-hmm.
like so efficiently. Um, yeah, is that what that job entailed?
Yeah, so we have a really, really good editor right now. His name's Noah Cameras. I'm sure you guys have seen him on the
Mm-hmm.
X. He's, he's like the king of Twitter, in my opinion. His stats and his tweets are just so knowledgeable, but he's our lead editor and he's just so good. I like speaking to people, getting different stories that he knows people want to hear about, similar to what we do on Instagram, but from an editorial side. So I would just be talking to him throughout the day and he would let me know what stories he needed from me and from the rest of our writers. And yeah, like you said, Jacqueline, it's there's so much going on with the team, and especially with baseball, so many games being played throughout the week that I think you really do have to be a super, super fan to be able to keep up
Mhm.
with everything. And I mean, we know people work 9 to 5s, they work like 10 to 12s. So we want to be the outlet that kind of provides them with everything that they need to know. And yeah,
Oh, that's
I just
awesome.
I
try, yeah, I
know.
tried to apply that same mentality to the social media accounts like when I took those over.
Can
Well,
you take us into like the day-to-day operations at Dodgers Nation? Because like Jacqueline said, we are so impressed with how quickly you guys get out stories. It's like it happens and all of a sudden you have it on your page and you're pumping out multiple posts per day. So I'm just so curious as to like, yeah, what are the day-to-day operations like behind the scenes?
Yeah, we have a really, really good team in place now. It's taken years. We've tried out different things, we've tried out different methods, tried out different teams, people in different places. But I think between what we have on the media side with myself, with Doug, with our other producer Robert, another guy we have, John Robinson, and then the editorial team, which is Noah and his crew. I mean, we all just kind of come together in the morning. We look ahead at what's happening that day, that week, whether it's a big matchup, whether we know someone's going to be going on the IL, whether we've been hearing rumors of a trade or roster moves. And we have a really good presence at Dodger Stadium as well. Myself and Doug, we try to go to almost every home game and sit in the scrum, sit in the press box, and just kind of follow everything that's going on with the team and just give people some like views that they wouldn't be able to have from home, like pregame stuff. So yeah, no, to answer your question, I think it's just that by hour, we
Mm-hmm.
try to see everything that's happening with the team, roster moves, rumors, and we all just kind of just communicate. We have an office out in South Pasadena, and we have our writing side on. one side, and then we have our media team on the other side, and we're just
Oh, cool.
constantly back and forth, just talking to each other. Noah will let us know when a story of his is going up, and we'll try to get a social post to go along with it, or vice versa. I'll tell him that I'm making a post on this, and I think this will be a great article. And it's what our boss likes to call the flywheel. It's just a 360 method of just being able to push out content on all of our platforms.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, and I've noticed you've really leaned into like, your own niche of how you do things and like were you given the freedom to kind of just lean in? Like, how did I guess it's almost like when you start joining bigger entities.
Yeah.
It's like how do you kind of stay true to yourself and like lean into what it is that makes you special with also, conjoining with
Because it seems like they're also allowing you to continue to grow your Noise by Noel
Yeah.
platform through them, which really is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, no, I cannot be more appreciative for that. And I know like when I first took over the Dodgers Nation socials, I was like a little hesitant to continue my platform just because I wanted to find a good balance. I wanted to learn exactly what worked for us on social media before I started with my content again. So I did take a little break, but just talking to my boss and talking to Doug, they both were stressing that they wanted more faces on our account versus just posting like straight news, straight rumors, because I think you guys know this really well too. The human aspect on social media is so important. People
Hmm.
always don't just want to read a caption or read like blocks. So sometimes it's better when someone is telling you exactly what you need to know or what you didn't know before. So that was the approach that I took with continuing growing my platform. I had a lot of conversations with Doug and with my boss, and I told them that I didn't want to be like the typical news reporter on socials or typical news reporter like on TV. I take the approach that I like to tell different backstories of players or tell different backstories of, special moments throughout the season. And then also like let people know of different events that are coming up or, different giveaways and just giving people the context that maybe other people wouldn't like to read in an article or,
Mhm.
read in like a book or something. Cause some people are just, they learn better visually. They learn better listening to someone talk.
Hmm.
Totally.
So yeah,
Well,
that's
with that said, do you have any inside scoop on the new Kobe bobblehead that's coming out? Was there ever a record of him being left-handed?
So yeah, he actually does bat left-handed,
Okay.
which is crazy. Yeah.
I know. I
If you
was so shocked by that. I
I'll
was
send you
like,
guys a picture afterwards. There's a photo shoot he did. I don't know if it's for the Dodgers or for like some kind of sports commercial, but he's behind a green screen and he's actually holding the bat left-handed. So I think that they took it
Interesting.
from that picture.
Okay.
I love that we both were messaging you about that kimono last night because I screenshotted your story and sent
Yeah.
it to Jacqueline. And as soon as I messaged you, you're like, "Oh, Jacqueline is too."
Jacqueline
I
needs to.
know.
I'll
Where
cop that
was that?
immediately.
Where did it come from? I need it.
It's
I
right
want
up
it.
by the like Vince Scully press box and stuff in that hallway.
Yeah, it's in
In
their
all
like
of those
their
like little
memorabilia
like
case.
yeah.
Did someone wear it because it's
Yeah,
like
Vin wore it when they did something with Japan.
Yeah, yeah. When they had
Yeah.
their match
Girl,
in
I've
Japan,
already like been I'm on it.
well, you
Jacqueline's
haven't
ready.
filled me in yet.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
been a long time since Japan. We've gone through so many styles.
We really have. I mean,
Yeah,
man, and that wasn't that long ago too.
I know.
yeah.
So when you said you were running the social media, like just you?
So I have other people like helping me out. I have a Robert, he's a great editor. He helps me like cut up reels from the live stream that we do every day. But for the most part, it has been just myself. And I think that's why I've been able to learn so much. I've been able to kind of throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks and just kind of listen to the audience. I would always try to go into the comments and kind of
Mm-hmm.
just receive feedback. I would never ask for it directly, but I think you guys know this too, that sometimes just putting stuff out there and seeing the
Yeah, the
crowd reaction,
Response.
response
Yeah.
and
yeah,
yeah.
it's a great way to kind of gouge if you're doing something right or doing something wrong. But yeah, I was fortunate enough to have like my work days kind of split up into different chunks. So, the morning and afternoon slot, just seeing what our social calendar looks like, and then of course taking advantage of what's going on during the game when the most eyes are on the team. So yeah, for the most part, it has been just me, but we are growing right now. We just had some summer interns come in, and they were able to
Oh,
help me out a lot. And we're looking at different community managers right now just to kind of fill all of our slots and just keep growing what we have.
Yeah.
wow, that's awesome.
When we were, prepping for talking to you, we were thinking of questions and we're like, okay, some of these are like personal that we want to ask you as other like content
Yeah,
creators.
yeah,
So we're trying to think like, okay, this we'll save for like when we hang out with him one on one. This we'll ask him
yeah,
here.
for
But do
sure.
you edit all of your videos or it's kind of you and you have a couple people that help you out as well?
Yeah, so my personal videos on my account that I do for Dodgers Nation, I edit all of those myself. And then the other videos that go up on Dodgers Nation, I sometimes I edit them, sometimes Robert will edit them, sometimes so we'll get some of our interns and we'll kind of teach them how to like put everything together and then we'll put the finishing touches. But we figured out a good way to kind of speedline stuff. We've gone away from doing like a lot of effects, a lot of B-roll, and we believe that like if we're kind of telling the story as it should be, or reporting the news as it should be, that is what's going to do everyone justice. And I mean, getting stuff from Doug's show, we always say there's like a million different reels and shorts to be cut out because in 1 hour he just covers everything that's going on with the team.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we've built a really good system. Of course, there's always something new to learn,
No,
but
that's
yeah.
what's like been really hard. I've just kind of like recently have just dove into a bunch of different articles and I'm just kind of reading because it's like I want to have a fresh perspective on why
Mhm.
I think that and how I feel about it and not just like a surface level kind of, but it's really hard because it's like, you find different creators and stuff that are in this and they put out such great content and you learn and but then it's like you don't want to just like copy and repeat out of your mouth, but it's like, where do you find it best to kind of get your knowledge of where you can almost have an organic, opinion on it? I feel like it's just so flooded that it's
Mm-hmm.
hard not to kind of feel like everybody,
Totally.
No, it's definitely hard at times. There's times where like I'll sit on my laptop for like an hour or two, at the very end of the day, just kind of building out a script or building out like bullet points of what I'm gonna talk about and the stance I'm gonna take. And I found too that like it's hard, because in media, always the hot take or always the negative take is gonna get a lot of clicks. And I'm
Hmm.
someone that tries to stay away from that because I think like the players already have so many critics coming at them, so many people in their
Hmm.
ear telling them what they're doing wrong. So I think if I could use my platform to help build them up or help like take a positive look, that's what I try to strive for. So that I mean that's always difficult too because then you have people in the comments like just trying to rip whatever subject you're talking about down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it just takes just taking those extra like 20-30 minutes to really think about the approach you're going to take. I think that goes a long way for myself.
I think exactly what you just said is exactly what you show on your page.
Thank you.
I know I've told you this a million times, but I always love the stories that you choose to tell and share. They're like what pull at my heartstrings too, and like why I love baseball and why I love the Dodgers. So I always feel like I'm excited to see what you're going to put out next
Yeah.
because I just love your heart that goes into everything that you do.
No, thank
Yeah.
you guys. I appreciate it. I 100% for you guys as well. I remember, I think I told you early on, Melissa, that I just enjoyed like the straight shots that you would take, and it wouldn't be anything overdone. But I remember you told me the same thing that you just wanted more of a human touch on the content you were putting out, and you like you said, it's in the name. It's Talk Dodgers to me. It's just two really really passionate fans just talking about the team and just trying to uplift the whole community while the team is playing and while they're not playing too.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we do learn from the comments, and I'm really happy that the majority of the comments we get are, I guess I choose to just the positive things stick in my head more than the negative.
Yeah.
But they are so supportive, and we're not trying to be anything that we're not. Like we're not really big on stats and analytics and stuff. You can get that from any other show. Like if you want to listen to us, we're so connected to the people behind the game and
Hmm.
shining a light on everyone that helps our guys do what they do on the field and just always kind of stressing that it's more than baseball to us. It's,
Yeah.
the connection and the community and how amazing is this Dodger community?
Oh my God, it's the best. It's the best. Like you said, like for like comments wise, like I definitely like you always remember the bad ones no matter what. I feel like it could be like 99 good ones, but I always like kind of spot the bad ones. But like I mean through it all, I would say the community has been so accepting of what I've done and I've seen how accepting they've been of you guys, the boundaries that I think you guys have pushed with your podcast. I think it's been amazing. And oh, one thing that I love you guys do is bringing the wives onto your
Oh,
podcast.
love it.
I
Yeah,
know.
no, because I always like you see on TikTok how popular like Vesia's, partner's content has become, Bobby
Layla.
Miller's girlfriend
Mm-hmm.
has become,
Mm-hmm.
even what they did recently with the daddy daughter dance in the
Oh
clubhouse.
my
Oh,
gosh, was that the cutest thing ever?
That was amazing.
oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So I think you guys getting like different perspectives on your show, it's like you're not gonna see that on every sports show, getting family members and really having a heart to heart convo. But
Hmm.
yeah, stuff
Well,
like
and we
that is
try
like
to
nice.
like think too, like you know, even if we do have like a player and a wife, like it's just something that they can almost do together. And season is already pulls them in like separate directions so much. It's like, and you want to hear from like the family aspect. I think that's what's so special about our team is they're such family men. And, you know, they do a really good job at trying to stay focused as athletes. But yeah, we love highlighting that. I think that the Dodgers have done such a good job at making that part of it.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone talks about how great the Dodgers organization is and how much importance they put on making the player feel comfortable. And so much of that is making their families comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I love shining a light on people that normally don't get a light shine on them. And they deserve to because they do
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
to help their husbands, even just like with the mental state of mind and everything that that entails and taking care of the kids and how, you know, baseball is every day.
I know.
They're constantly traveling there so much. So I feel like I've learned so much from the wives. Even like something I was going to ask you is, do you ever like have to remind yourself to watch the game just as a Dodger fan? Because like now I go to
100%.
games and it's like I'm recording on my phone. I want to post on our stories, but sometimes
His face said it all.
sometimes I have to be like, okay, put your phone away. Don't think of the podcast. I just want to enjoy this with all the
Yeah.
fans here.
I know it's
Yeah.
so interesting. I'm like such an extrovert. Like I love watching games with people, but I feel like it's so loud amongst what we do that I find myself like if I'm gonna just watch, I'm like in silence with my iPad in a room by myself, and I'm like
Yeah.
just listening to the comment. It's just like I find myself that like I'm like craving that.
But the World Series celebration, for example, I remember like, yeah, I was taking a lot of videos at first, and then I like all the players are making speeches. I'm like, put your phone away. Just watch this as a fan with your team that just won the World Series. And I'm so glad I did that. So I'm wondering what your perspective is on that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think like I've been better this year, like kind of unplugging in that sense and just not just enjoying like baseball games, but also just life, not always thinking like, what do I have to do like always in like the work social media mode. But it
Hmm.
still is hard sometimes just because even if I'm at a game, like as a fan, I see something going down, I'm like, oh, that would be a great post, that would crack, I'm always
Yep.
thinking that. But no, I think especially being able to attend games with my friends, with my girlfriend, just enjoying those moments because I remember something my boss told me early on was he's like, this is gonna change. Things are gonna change once you start going out with your friends and stuff. They're always gonna want to talk to you about the Dodgers. They're always gonna want to talk sports because they know what you do. And he's like, and you're gonna get annoyed because like, he's like, that's all you do. That's gonna be your whole life. He's like, there's a certain balance to achieve. And I think I have been better about it because like we all know being able to cover the Dodgers, it's a blessing, especially right now. This is like the golden era of the team.
Hmm.
I
And
mean,
it's important to work hard at what we do and cover it, but also be able to kind of enjoy the fruits of our labor and just be able to go to a game and realize that we're witnessing like generational talent on the field.
I know the team really just it's so special. Like we've had so many great teams. Like there's so many eras I look back at and I'm like, oh my gosh, that was a good one too. And that one was a good one. And that one was a good one. But this is just special.
Hmm.
Like, I don't care if you had a favorite baseball player your whole life. You have a favorite baseball player on this 2025 squad, no matter what. And like, actually, most of MLB fans do.
Yes.
No, exactly. I think like even like I remember seeing that Kike's jersey was like like top 10 or
Yes.
top 20 selling like once the postseason rolled around. I mean, that just says it all, it's like someone like Kike who, when you look at the stats, he's not a superstar. In October he is, but just
Hmm.
throughout, regular season, throughout seasons, he's not a superstar, but he is up there, and that's because of how much this fan base loves him and how much baseball loves him. If his jersey's being sold throughout the country like that, it shows that it shows the impact the
Yeah.
Dodgers have
Well,
for
he just
Yeah.
leans into who he is as a person and
yeah,
Hmm.
he's so authentic with it and was really like I just think it's hard to just not love him.
yeah.
Do we think pitching is what gave his elbow the inflammation? Because I mean, everyone else
Well,
went down.
it went from like I can't wait to be at one of the games that he ends up pitching to okay, can you not put him in again? This is embarrassing. But I'm pretty sure he's said that it wasn't because of that.
It wasn't?
No. I
Yeah,
don't
they've
know. What
been
do you
like
think?
yeah, they've been like quiet on like just I mean he was even like he wasn't telling Doc right away what he was dealing with, and then when it became unbearable, of course he came out with it. I don't think it was that. I think, just him getting a little bit older
I'm like
and
holding my elbow.
I know. You're thinking
I'm like
about
holding
Kike.
it.
Yeah, I think him getting older and also not playing every day definitely, goes into it because just like when you play too much, that's a risk, but also when you're not playing a lot and then you get thrust into certain situations, your body can react in any different way. And he has
Yeah.
a lot of miles already, like on his upper body, lower body. Um, but yeah, I know that the whole pitching thing was an experience earlier in the season with the helmet.
I
Gee,
know.
I mean, this year has already been a roller coaster
yeah,
with all of these
especially on the
I
injuries.
mounds.
know they've
Yeah,
like, I mean, Freddie, as much as he looks so fragile to me in his eyes, I'm like, I just feel like every step is like very calculated. He like heel to toe on everything.
I know.
But then he does plays like he did last night, and he's like sliding, making outs, like making a catch, and then like swiftly turning around and doing it fast enough. It almost looks slow mo,
I
and
know.
then it's fast enough to where it holds people. I'm just like,
He's
gosh,
on
you are
fire.
just amazing.
no, he's doing incredible, and I think like especially I think him and Shohei always do a great job, but also Mookie too. I know, shout out Mookie. I know he's going through a lot right now, but I know he's going to pick it back up. But I think
Mm-hmm.
those guys just do a good job of recognizing when the team is going through a lot, and
Mm-hmm.
at times even trying to like overcompensate to make up for the production that they're not getting. Some like Freddie, who he was struggling heavily last month. He was the one
Hmm.
everybody was looking at next to Mookie, but to turn it around, he's shown time and time again that no matter what he's dealing with, whether it's an ankle, whether it's something going on off the field, he's straight business when he's playing, and he tries to be in every single lineup, even if he's beat up. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just a mentality that it's really hard to grasp, especially when you're his age. He's achieved more than most baseball players would ever dream of, but he's still like he's a smiley dude, he's a happy dude, but he's a competitor.
Yeah, no, I know you see it on the field. You're just like, he has a different lock in.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No,
like,
what
no,
for
like you,
sure.
there's things where I think he might giggle with someone about it, but he just like walks by and like puts the ball and like he's very business.
Don't
Yeah.
you feel like that's how our whole team is? They're just willing to do whatever it takes to get on the field to, pick each other up. If one guy's down, all right, we got you this time. If you need me to play this position, I'll play it. I just feel like our whole team, they're all like that. And that's what makes them really special and makes
Mhm.
them have this like clubhouse culture that everybody talks about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially in baseball, just because of how big the roster is and how like, you could be there one day and then gone the next with everything going
Yeah.
down. I think everybody has the mentality of just give it your all this day because you don't know what's
And
gonna
you would
happen.
think that most teams would have that, but when you hear about like players like Rafael Devers, or even like how they talked about Dustin May, he didn't really want to be a bullpen guy. He wanted to remain a starting pitcher. So he's on the Red Sox now. It is something that makes our team special. And I guess I didn't realize how much until I started hearing about other players that weren't that same way. Like you really have, they talk about like buying in. All of our team buys in to like this team first attitude.
Yeah.
And ugh,
I
I just
know.
love our boys so much.
Even Alex Paul, like recently, they're like, okay, so what is it that, you've been told that, what role is it that you're supposed to be here to fill? What have you been told? And he replied with, I'm ready for whatever I need to do. And I was like, okay, you already nailed it.
Yeah.
You're already so on brand.
The Dodgers did their homework on him for sure.
Yeah. No,
We
totally.
find those type of guys. That's what they go after. And I
Yeah,
love
but
it.
also he also said that the Dodgers have so many more resources, and it's
Hmm.
because of the organization they run that they are able to track these guys
Hmm.
who play that way
Yeah.
Yeah.
and have that mindset. Okay, you were at the game last night, right?
Yes.
Please tell me the standing O was a little better than what it looked like on
It
TV.
seemed pretty lame.
Here's what I think. I don't know exactly how the Phillies did it for Trey Turner. I don't know if they got like major outlets to report on it to kind of, maybe sell tickets only if people promise to do it. I think that it was kind of just kind of out there as a joke. And then like the day of, I think more like kind of insiders and media members started talking about it. But by then, like it's like I was saying earlier, people go to games because it's a must in LA now, not
Hmm.
necessarily because they're following the team super closely. I think the people that stood up, they were doing it loud, but I would say there wasn't enough people standing up, and I think it's because it wasn't promoted properly enough. Like, I don't think it
Yeah.
was talk. I think for the first like week people talked about it, it was kind of as a joke, and then it kind of got serious, like, oh, maybe we should actually do this.
It seemed to get better each at bat because,
Yeah,
as we know, Dodger fans take a little while to trickle into the stadium. Did you
yeah,
feel that too? And by the his last at bat, I could really hear those "Let's go Mookie"
yeah.
chants, and so I hope that Mookie felt the love.
And it was better too, as like the at-bats went on, he was looking more comfortable and he was kind of starting to get something going. So yeah, no, I think the fan base is there for Mookie. he's done enough for this organization, more than enough, and he's always embraced the hard work. And it kind of it is heartbreaking to see every time afterwards he's struggling. He's saying that he's doing everything he can, and I
No,
don't think
his
yeah,
expression in his eyes just looks so sad.
We all
yeah,
know he's gonna pull it together. We all know.
I
for
really
sure.
feel like it's tonight.
Me
And
too.
everyone's getting there early already because they want the freaking clear bag, the
Oh
Hello
yeah, the
Kitty
Hello
clear bag.
Kitty.
So the stadium will be more packed
I
than a
know.
normal first inning.
Yeah.
And I think we could do it. I think we're going to do it big for him this one.
What is your take on Mookie's struggles? What do you think he should be doing right now? I know I'll share what I think. Um, but like
Yeah,
what would you say to Mookie?
I would just tell him, I would tell him if you need to take a little more time, for personal reasons or for health reasons, I think he should take it. I don't think a couple games off would hurt him. I know that being, like I said, being a baseball, he wants to stay in rhythm, but
Hmm.
just everything he's gone through starting the season with that illness that made him lose a ton of weight,
Hmm.
still taking on the shortstop position, that is incredibly grueling, especially for someone his age. Last year he broke his wrist. That still takes some time to get back to fully 110%. And then now, dealing with the loss of his stepfather that's been in his life since he was a child. It's so much, and then you have people on the outside making rumors about why he's leaving. I know he's good about not being on social media, but just seeing the comments of people telling him go back to right field or, move down in the batting order. It's like everybody trying to give him a solution.
Hmm.
But that would be my advice. I think you deal with a lot as a professional athlete, especially someone in his stature who tries to be there for the community.
Hmm.
So yeah, I
So
just
you
think
guys
if
had similar takes.
Yeah, I really feel like he says he's hitting before the game, after the game, hitting, hitting, hitting. I think he needs to step away from hitting and give himself a little break because it's like when you focus on the thing you're trying to fix so much, I think it can almost like make it worse and you're just obsessing. So if you kind of remove yourself a little, and even like remember Big Poppy, his motivational speech to Mookie last season before the playoffs, he's like, lead with that smile and remember why you love this game and have fun. And I feel like
yeah,
that's what Mookie needs. I was telling Jacqueline before, he should talk to Bonda because remember Bonda's story that
yeah.
he started playing with some younger kids and it really reignited his love for baseball.
Hmm.
Maybe Mookie should join Joe Kelly and go play with some non-professional players and just
Go in the
to
men's
like
league.
remind himself why he loves playing baseball.
Yeah, no, I agree, and it's so hard. Like the season is so taxing, it's so long, and people. I mean, you think early in the season, everybody wanted Pages traded, everybody wanted Muncy traded, and in the snap, everybody loves them again.
Yeah, who's
I
our
think
hottest hitters right now?
I know.
exactly. So
I
yeah,
mean, I
I
think
agree with you.
Mookie needs to make contact and smash it out of this park and feel that feeling in his hands again, and everything will be okay. I think
No, I
that's
agree.
where he clicks out of it. He just has got to make the contact. He's gonna do it. It's gonna come.
Yeah. Well, he needs to like see like by doing taking action is how you build your confidence. So once he like gets that first hit, he's just
Mhm.
gonna have such a weight off his shoulder, you know?
Yeah, no, it felt like last
Can't
year in the
wait for that
DS
for him.
yeah, when he was on that like really cold streak where it was like for like 28 and in postseason at bats, and he finally got that homer, and it was just like
Hmm.
he breezed from there. Yeah, what's like you say,
Yeah.
once you see one go in, then you're good.
Yep.
I mean, to go back to Muncie, you're right. Like everyone was like, wow, what is happening? But now, I mean, coming back from the IL, I have never missed him so much in all the seasons he played. I don't know. I know he's always been a pivotal player. I've always liked him. He's always been, great. But like for some reason, this season, not having him part of this, like having him back last night, I was like, wow, I missed you. Like I really missed his presence. I mean, I'm not alone in that
No,
feeling.
but even last season when he was on the IL, our team did not perform as well. So there is something about Muncie in that lineup that really helps our team. And we've seen it now 2 seasons in a row. What do you think it is about Muncie?
I've always viewed him as like the bridge in the batting order. No matter where they put him at, I think he always kind of provides that spark where if let's say the top of the order isn't doing too well, he's going to come in, he's going to get something going. If the top of the order is doing well, he's going to have great at bats and set up the bottom half of the order to continue producing. I think that's always been his role. And then, I mean, at third base, I mean, last season was his best season defensively. And I know he came in a little bit. He was dealing with stuff as well. He wasn't playing up to his standards, but once he got those glasses on, he started performing. We actually got a chance to interview him in the dugout like a month ago when he was riding that hot streak with the glasses, and he was just saying that the belief that the organization had in him, from Dave Roberts, Andrew Friedman, they told him like, we believe in you. We see the numbers. You've been, this hitter for your entire career with us. We don't think that this 1 or 2 month stretch of you not doing too well, it's not gonna make us go on the trade market. It's not gonna make us, sit you some games. Like, we
Hmm.
believe in you, and you see that even right now with Mookie. Dave has said he's going to keep rolling Mookie out there, and even with someone like Michael Conforto, who's first
Exactly.
season, they see something in them, they believe in them.
Yeah, no, I
Who's been
mean,
pretty consistent lately,
Yeah,
Conforto. He was another
yeah.
one that everyone wanted him off the team.
I mean, thank God.
Guys, does Mookie need glasses?
That's also the other big suggestion on social media I've been seeing.
Muncie gets glasses.
Kike got
Kike
glasses.
got glasses. Mookie, do you need to go visit their eye doctor?
Maybe maybe he has to throw on the meta glasses, and
I
then
feel
he'll be
like
able
at this
to.
point he's kind of down to try
Wait,
anything.
didn't what's his name? Bryce Harper wear the meta glasses and got in trouble? He wore it in the game.
Really?
Oh, he got in
Yeah.
trouble
What
for it.
are
I
the
saw he
meta
wore
glasses? I
it.
don't even know what you're talking about. What are the meta glasses?
The ones that record.
Oh,
And
really?
they're like, why would he wear them in a game? Like you're just asking for like people to like be like
He
suspicious
was
on
probably trying to make some content for his TikTok, like POV.
Is he just
Come-
trying to rifle everyone's feathers right now? Because did you hear that he yelled at Rob Manfred in the clubhouse?
yeah,
Oh, really? No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, about like the salary cap and kind of his thoughts.
Mm.
yeah. No, that was crazy. That's a whole nother discussion. I think after this season, that's really going to heat up the potential of a lockout. So even
I
more
know.
important to take advantage of the season. You don't know what's going to happen after this.
Wait, what do you mean? People are, what do you mean the cap? Like, what are they so mad about?
Well, I think Rob Manfred was talking about wanting a salary cap and Bryce is like absolutely not. Like maybe there should be a salary floor.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
agree
Bryce,
with that.
yeah, Bryce pretty much that's what the pro is, that Bryce kind of like went off on him and told him like to get out if he's gonna be like
Yeah.
talking
Well,
like
kind
that.
of on the lines of this, we're facing Miles Mikolas tonight. Did I say his name right? And he's the one in spring training that said that the Dodgers played checkbook baseball. What do you say to people when you hear them say that?
I mean, any organization could be doing the same thing. It's like we say there's no salary cap. I think this it wasn't just like 1 year the Dodgers just started writing all these checks. It's been years in the making. They've scouted these
Hmm.
guys since they were in high school. They've built a culture where people want to come to games, and even though the food and drink prices are really high, people are paying them. People are doing what they need to do to support the team. And the Dodgers, they've said that they want to invest back into the teams that way. We have a dynasty here. We have a place that people from all over the world want to travel to LA to watch the team play. So yeah, I think it's a pretty lazy take. If I wasn't a fan of the Dodgers, I would be pretty salty too, seeing all this money spent on really good talent. But like I said, it's been years in the making. They've built a winning culture, and they've been able to bring in money years after years to do what they need to do to get their team right now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean it's part of it. I feel like as growing up as a baseball fan, I've been doing that with like the Yankees for so long. It's like that's been like the thing, you know. But it's true. Like organizations take time to build that culture to where these players do want to come. I mean, yeah, I guess I could see why people would not like it, but
It just annoys me because I agree with you. It is a lazy take. And it's like, why not focus on your team and asking your owners to do more
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You
instead
have
of
teams out
focusing
there
on what
that
we're doing? Because it's not like we're doing anything that other teams can't do.
no,
mhm.
yeah, you have teams out there that refuse to spend in free agency. So it's like, who's the real problem? Is
So
it the
that would be
Dodgers?
where the salary floor comes in because it
Yeah,
would force owners to spend money.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Like
No,
you
you
have
look at
to
other leagues.
reach
You
like
look
a
at
certain minimum,
Hmm.
yeah,
like
yeah.
a
You look at other
cabana.
leagues like what the NBA has in line.
Um,
I mean, you have experienced such cool things, especially now you have a media pass and you get to be in the press box and get on the field. What's been one of the coolest moments for you, or who is someone that you got to meet through your job?
I met a lot of good people in the media press box that are there consistently. I've talked to Michael Duarte from NBC. He's been going to games for I think 10, 12 years, so he's like a long, long time in the game. I've been able to be in the clubhouse, see what the pregame routines are.
Wait,
Kind
the
of.
new three-story clubhouse?
So I'm only in the bottom level, which is where the lockers are. I know
Ooh,
there's
I
certain
want to
yeah
know
there's
more
certain
about
areas.
that.
Like
So
certain
they
areas you
actually
can't go.
Oh.
yeah, they've redone it, I know, this past year. And I think the biggest thing I noticed was they have these really cool like blue LED lights like above the lockers and like right on top, like they kind of circle around. It just makes it look really cool, like really modern. Um, but yeah, like something that I've just noticed with the players, like I said, they're human. Like I feel like if like looking back, like when I was an athlete in high school, it's like same routine. They have their spot, they come in, they're having like their pregame shakes, pregame snacks, watching baseball on the TVs, and just kind of talking as teammates and as friends. And that's been really incredible to see. And then yeah, just being able to be a part of scrums, to ask Dave Roberts, some questions here and there, asking some of the players post game whenever there's the opportunity. It's been a really cool experience.
Have you built any like cool bonds that like in the clubhouse or with any of the guys or any of the staff that you're like kind of your homie?
Yeah. Like I've been able to talk to I know you guys are good friends with Oral too. I see Oral all the time, see Steven Nelson walking through, we get to talk to them. John Suhu, the team
Oh.
photographer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I see him, and it's cool seeing everybody in their elements. Just like the players have their pregame routines, all of the media members have their routines as well. Just getting into the press box, kind of knowing what times to go down to the clubhouse, talk to the
Totally.
players. I'm still like, because I'm still early on, I think I like to like study and see what all the great journalists are doing to build the relationships with the players. That way, like as the years go on, I'm able to kind of replicate that and see like what works best and really how to not only report but also just like you guys said, connect with the players that are there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, before we do a little rapid fire with you, something that we're always asked is kind of like, how did you get started? And I'm wondering, like, for people that maybe want to do a job like you're doing right now, do you remember the first video you posted, or do you remember the nerves that went into it? Like, what advice would you give to someone who kind of wants to emulate what you're doing?
I would say definitely, like it's so easy to say it because I feel like this advice everybody gives, but definitely just start. The hardest part is just starting.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's literally like if you want to do like video, like it's recording just on your phone, you don't have a mic or anything, just record. And it's important to get the early repetitions and figure out where your struggles are
Mm-hmm.
because I think that's what helped me a lot. I was trying to record every day, and back then it would take me like 6 hours to edit my reels and stuff because I didn't know what I was doing. But I think when you appreciate the process, then once you start getting a little bit faster, that's where you just improve. So I would say getting your repetition in and also studying the people that you want to be like, studying what makes them so great and just like respecting your craft and doing your homework.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Totally.
Honestly, yeah.
But also, you only learn from doing. Like,
Yeah,
I've learned from putting out things and learning what I like, what I don't like. Okay, I want to fix this. So, how do you even know what to kind of fix or how you want to do things unless you just start
Right.
and try?
exactly.
I mean, we could keep talking to you all day, but
I
we're going to do a
know.
little rapid fire with you.
Perfect. I love rapid
Yeah.
fire.
Okay. Who's your favorite Dodger?
All time,
Hmm.
Matt Kemp.
Ooh, okay. Who's yours?
Uh, I mean, I've gone through so many
I know
seasons.
Jacqueline probably has so many.
Okay, I'm not that
I,
old.
we weren't
No,
even
but you're a big
asking you, but
fan.
I'm
You're a
just
big
now
fan.
like, oh,
No,
who's
you're a
yours?
big fan.
But Adrian Gonzalez was like a huge, I loved that he was a big presence and he was just a powerhouse at the plate and gave us a lot of really fun years.
Mm,
Aegon.
I got to go with Mr. Clayton Kershaw.
I mean,
Can't go
yeah.
wrong. Cannot go wrong
That's
with
just
him.
what I mean. I
I
can't
know it's
choose
so
anymore.
Too
Okay,
many
what's
choices.
been your favorite Dodger team?
Oh, that's a great question.
He's like Matt Kemp.
Well,
And
I
I'm just
think
gonna
of
say
like
Eddie
you
Metcalf
were
too.
even naming them before, like when we had Belly and AJ Pollock and
Yeah,
Eager and Kike, like that, all of them, and Justin
that
Turner.
I would say it's a mix between the 2017 team and the 2024 team. And
Ooh,
the
okay.
2024 team, of course, is special because I was covering the team during their run. But that 2017 team was just so good. It's unfortunate how everything untailed, but that whole season was so fun.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How
Did you
about you
guys
guys?
recently just see Justin Turner hit a
Yes.
walk-off?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just his swing is just, I
beautiful.
just love it, especially when he makes contact and it's just that
How'd you feel
perfect.
about that one, Adam? He's on your team now.
Felt good.
Do you like Justin Turner now?
I liked him better when he was 39.
Do I like Justin Turner now? I didn't never not like Justin Turner.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all we're getting from Adam today.
All right. Favorite stadium food?
Ooh, Can't go wrong with some good nachos. Nachos are
Mm.
my favorite for
Oh.
No,
sure.
have
Yeah,
you
nach
tried that one Dodger dog, the huge one, the
I
$40
did. Yeah,
one?
yeah. I made
Actually, we
a
saw you at the stadium and you were about to
yeah.
go get it.
Yeah. That was the day that you guys were there too. Yeah, I was filming a video for MetroLink and I tried it in the video.
Yeah.
It was good.
I really want
It,
to try it.
Hold on. Did you eat the whole thing?
no, me and my cameraman, we shared it. We cut it in half.
Nice.
And so it's like it has like a good spicy taste and then it comes with fries
Mm.
on the side. It's really good. I would definitely you guys should get it. I think it would be good to eat and then it would be good content too. Just like a little food review.
Yeah, I've been really wanting to get it, but I also have seen people bring food in, and it's like kind of brilliant.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Bringing food in is especially something around the stadium that's good. That's always a good
Yeah.
option too.
You'll have to
Um,
meet us at Le Sorted one day before we go
Oh,
to the
for sure.
game.
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
you
for
been?
sure.
That's our spot.
I went to film like a mural that the mural that's outside of it, but I never got the food from there.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
We definitely have to. We'll get the whole crew. We'll bring D-Mac.
Maybe
We'll
that's where
do.
we go.
Yeah, that's where we'll go meet up. That'd be a good idea.
Okay, okay. What's your favorite ballpark?
Ooh. See, I want to go to more. I haven't been able to go to too many, but I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna be a homer. I'm gonna go Dodger Stadium.
okay.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, and then your favorite closer song or the favorite closer song?
Your favorite closer, and if you have a favorite one of their songs.
Ah, that's a good one too. There's been so many good ones. I'm
We
gonna go with
played Michael Kopech's song just like before the episode.
Hope to
It's just
Sick.
so moody and vibey.
If only Duran, maybe if Duran had came, he would have been my favorite for sure right away. But I'm gonna have to go with Jansen
Mm,
Yeah, California Love.
and his song too. Yeah, Jansen as a closer and also his song California Love.
Okay.
mm-hmm. He'd be mine too.
I think as a fan, the first one I at all ever really realized and it made a presence in my life was Eric Gagne. Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh no, that one was amazing too.
Mhm. Yeah, it was a good one.
Always set the tone.
I don't know. I feel like Edwin Diaz's song is the best in the game.
No, yeah, D is a
Timmy
sick too.
Trumpet song. I love it.
I know he's not a closer, but I like Bando's new song too.
Oh, does he not
Oh,
have Selena
yes.
anymore?
Is this I forgot the name of the song, but it gets the girls going when he
Oh,
comes out.
Selena.
So
Yeah, it's
yes,
Selena.
yeah.
Yeah,
He knew
we
what he was
love it.
I
doing.
know, I love that.
Well, Noel,
right.
this has been so much fun. A long time coming. We love everything you're doing. We appreciate all of your support of what we're doing. And we just thank you so much for coming on Talk Dodgers to me today.
I know. Are we going to
Thank
do a player of the week before we end it out?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yes. This is fun. We've never had anyone join us for Player of the Week.
Okay, so we count down and then we'll just say it.
All at the same time.
All right.
So you got yours?
I got mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready? Player of the Week. 1, 2, 3. Freddie.
Freddie Freeman. 3 for 3.
Nice, guys.
3 for
We're
3.
all in sync.
Let's
3
go.
for 3
All
right
right.
there.
Hey, we've never done, well, we've done it a few times.
Oh, all right, Freddie. You are our hot player of the week.
All right.
Nice.
Keep it going.
And we'll see. You know what? He's gonna rub off on Mookie today, and Mookie's gonna have a great night.
Yep.
We'll
I
put it out
100%
there.
agree. But thank you guys so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the podcast, big fan of the setup you guys have. And like I said, the boundaries you guys are pushing, just keep it going. And, we look forward to having you on our show too, whether it's on
can't
our live
wait.
stream
We
or
can't
it's
wait.
pre-recorded. Yeah, we're going to make it happen soon. And yeah, hopefully, this August is amazing for the Dodgers and we get closer to October.
Oh, we're getting there.
Yep.
And everybody go follow Noel if you're not already following him at Noise by Noel and keep up with all he's doing because he's awesome.
Yeah.
And we'll see you
Thank
soon.
Thank you guys. See you guys soon.
All right,
Thanks, Noel.
bye. Go
Bye.
Dodgers.